Hey everybody. So they rebalanced the game. I'm really glad that I was wrong. I thought they're not going to rebalance it, and then they decided, okay, we'll rebalance it. Fine, everything's good. You're going to get a little bit of a taste of how I felt after they changed the programming system, because all your ships are now broken. The cost of thrusters has gone up by sixfold, and the output of reactors has gone up threefold. That means that all of your ships are now going to use up twice as much relative power as they used to, twice as many reactors. If you're using a modded reactor, you're going to have to wait until we release an updated version of our mod to bring our reactors up to the vanilla standard, or if we're feeling breaky, up to the previous standard by multiplying it by 6. Now, what does this mean in terms of game balance? Well, they did a lot of things relative to game balance that are really great. For example, you can now build your early stage stuff without every single rare ingredient, and that means that chances are high they're going to start to introduce rare ingredients only existing on planets. And, in the asteroids you can only find a couple of things, or vice versa. And that'll be great, because you can get yourself running with just the common ingredients and then go and search for the more complicated rare ingredients. That's fantastic. I'm all for that. But they're not done. Looking at this rebalance, it's definitely not complete. There are a lot of things that don't make a whole lot of sense yet, and so they're going to have to do it at least one more time, probably 2 more times, and you can expect all of your ships to break every single time. So let's talk about some of the problems with this rebalance. I'm sure they thought long and hard about this, so maybe this is just a direction difference between what I think and what they think. I think they went the wrong way. I think that they should have left the engine costs the same, but lowered their output, and also lowered all of the electrical outputs for everything except for the solar panels. I wanted everything to be harder to get electricity for. What they've done now is they have made all of their stuff that's not an engine free. So your gyros are now free. Your what are they called? Yeah, your grinders are free, your assemblers are free, your refineries are free, your arc furnaces are free, your gravity is free. All of that stuff is free, because now you can produce 3 times as much power, and they didn't go up at all. So you can now do 3 times as much gravity acceleration, 3 times as much of anything except for engines. I don't agree with that approach. That makes it so that traveling is expensive and everything else is cheap. In a space game, I'd rather it was the other way around, but I can see why they would have chosen to go that way. I just don't really agree that it's a good way to go. Now, in addition to these changes, they have also introduced better wheel suspension mechanics. So all of that stuff that you saw happening in my video earlier this week, none of those ships work anymore. All of the drag racers, all of the tanks that use treaded wheels, all the hovercraft that use engines, those are all broken. We're going to have to do a lot of experimentation to figure out whether or not wheels are more viable or less viable, or what. Anyway, I thought you might want to hear it straight from the horse's mouth. As a guy who has been annoyed by many of their changes in the past, what do I think of this change? Well, aside from my clumsy piloting right at the end there, I think that it's overall a pretty good idea. There are some serious problems. As you can see, they have borked some of the ejector stuff, and they've borked a couple of other things. There's going to be a hot patch probably today or tomorrow. These guys kind of develop willy-nilly, and, well, this is as good as we could have hoped for. They're going to rebalance it again later, so don't get too upset when they break all your ships again.